Alrighty guys, welcome back to another video. Today it is Friday. I've been a little bit quiet this week guys, just had a lot of stuff going on. I picked up some extra shifts at work. That's just been manic, but I'm not going to make excuses guys. I'm going to give you another good reason why you should buy a Fiat 500 ABARTH 595. Even just saying those words, Fiat 500, ooh, it's hard. But it is what it is guys. We take the chassis from the car and they just amplify it tenfold to make it 10 times better. So guys, stay tuned. What it's like, a day in the life, driving an ABARTH 595. Let's go! I actually had a comment this morning. I was parked outside the gym and of course a car noob, right? This lady was like, oh, you've got such a cute Fiat. Isn't that a Fiat 500? And for those of you who follow me guys, you would have seen my stories, or sorry, not my stories, my shorts that I posted this week about people calling them Fiat 500s when they're in a bath. But it is what it is. Again, it's just the car, isn't it? So yeah, she said it and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm not having this conversation again with the car noob because they just won't get it, will they? So I said, yeah, it's an ABARTH 595. She's like, oh. I comes to the door, she's like, what's the difference? So I said, I showed her the badge. I was like, that's what's different. It's just the badge, it's changed really. Because sometimes guys, there's just no point trying to argue your cases there. So quite funny. And it hurts as well. It hurts. This is an ABARTH. This is a different car. This is a beast. This thing spits out horsepower, bro, for what it is. So funny. See if we can get some crackles for you guys. Gear 3 is going to be the sweetest spot. Whatever your sweet spot is for your ABARTH guys or your cars, please comment down below. For me it's Gear 3. That's it. The old Garrett turbo obviously takes a while to spool before she kicks in. We're gonna get a nice chance to open her up shortly guys, just you wait. The roads are also very wet this morning guys, so with these cars I'm a bit of a daredevil. I like to push this car's limits, and not like, when I say that, I don't mean I like fly around roundabouts at stupid miles an hour and risk other people's lives. I'll never ever do that. But when I am alone or when I am going around a roundabout and it's wet, I like to hit it hard and sharp to see where the limits are with this car. And I think it's so important for us all to understand what our cars are capable of, especially in wet in England. So yeah, a very interesting thing. I don't know if I'm the only one who does that, but I certainly do like to see what the car is capable of, and especially when it comes to handling. I've had one really bad experience going around a shoulder, not even a sharp turn, just a shoulder, like 50 miles an hour. It had rained the night before, so the road was like damp. The back wheel was completely slid out and I was doing one of these. So I was counter steering, and eventually came right. But anyways, guys, here's a straight. Try to give you some juice. Gear 3. biggest concerns when I first was going to buy this car, like I've said many times before, to give you some contrast, I came from an Audi TTS 2-litre quattro, so it had a lot of leg, okay, as in a lot of, yeah, 6 gears. It was a beast, and there was no issues like on the motorway when it came to top end speed. So obviously dropping down to an ABARTH, you are dealing with 5 gears and a reverse. So, you know, for me, I was very concerned in the sense of, was I going to be able to sit on a motorway without revving the hell out of the engine and moving forward? But I think given the ABARTHs and the turbos, yes, it's a 1.4, but at the same time you can still cruise pretty comfortably for a long extended period of time. It doesn't really affect you. You get very used to it as well. Initially, when you've obviously come from a 6-gear manual car and you're used to shifting into the actual 6th gear, it just takes a bit of getting used to, but it's not that bad. It's not that bad. You also realize you don't really need 6 gears, not when you've got a car. Like I say, this is turboed. Obviously it would be a very different story if you had like a 1.4 without a turbo and you're just hammering the thing to be sitting at like 60 miles an hour. Going into reverse, one of the best gears for sound. Phone's actually almost in the way. Alright guys, bit of a short and a sweet video today, but I want to know your thoughts down below. Let me know about the gears. Which of the gears do you find is your sweet spot? For me in this car, it's definitely got to be gear 3. Just the right combination of turbo and engine. Gear 2 is a bit too much engine, a little bit of turbo, and then 3, 4, 5 usually quite smooth, and a lot of turbo comes into play. So let me know guys, I'm curious to know, is it just my car? Is it just my driving? I don't know. It's probably a very preferential thing from person to person, so let me know guys. Should you get an ABARTH 595? Absolutely. If you're looking for a car that's reliable, I've heard people talk about their cars and their ABARTHs being non-reliable, but guys, it's also because they're picking them up like 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th hand. They've been ragged and smashed up, like modded to the nth degree. So if you're trying to buy an ABARTH, typically try not to buy one that's been modded disrespectfully, because you can get cars that have been modded in a very nice way that don't affect the car's longevity, so to speak. But you know, some people just mod cars and they just do shabby DIY jobs that are really bad. So yes, depends what you're looking for guys, but I highly recommend you get an ABARTH 595 or 695, even better if you can. I don't speak about them often, I just don't think about them, but 695s guys, they're built for performance. They are built for racing, so to speak. So all the little things when it comes down to like brake calipers, everything's changed. The Turismo, if I'm not mistaken, you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, but the Turismo, if I'm not mistaken, is actually designed, the last model before the Competizione and above, that is more built for luxury than anything else. So yeah, borderline, anything from Competizione and above is all sport orientated. So is the Turismo, and so is any ABARTH, although they're just designed with different purposes. Guys, thanks for watching, stay tuned, see you in the next one.